AITAH for sleeping with an escort. So long story. At the time, me, 23, was moving to the big city, working to make a life for me and my ex-GFR who was in our hometown. The night before I left, she was very drunk and wasn't helping me pack and was being very confrontational with me about it. The night escalated to the point she hit me and started running off into the woods. It was around midnight, and I called the cops. I was so done. Eventually, they came and found her. The next morning, I went over to her house to make things right. I know she is a beautiful person inside. She struggles with alcohol. We left on very good terms, absolutely in love with each other. When I eventually came back to get her, it was a similar experience. She was confrontational and getting very upset, shutting down. Then she started scream crying. I was terrified of what would happen when we moved to Edmonton, and I told her it wasn't working. I left her behind. Before I even left, I already wanted to go back for her. But it was too late, my truck was overpacked, and I had so much time to drive 6 hours and unpack and get ready for work. So I went on my own, and when I got there, I reached out and made things right for her again. Then we made amends, and I convinced her to give it another shot. But before I could make it back, I finally broke under all the stress and fear and anxiety. My brain shut down and devalued her completely. The alcohol made it worse, and I went off on her. Told her I didn't want to marry her anymore, but still wanted to try living together. She flipped. We fought. Went no contact for a while. She left me. Eventually, it got bad enough our fighting that she said she was going to sleep with her ex. I was extremely distraught and destroyed. Losing her ruined me. I was drinking just to go to work, staring at my shotgun, hurting myself, not even living. Eventually, the pain got bad enough I started looking for a way out, and I used a website to find a hooker. This was beyond stupid. I wanted the pain to stop. I wanted to feel love. I was so blinded by pain, I made a terrible choice. I did sleep with her. It was terrible. I wasn't even able to perform. I felt so terrible I called her after and told her. She said she didn't sleep with anyone but would be now. So for days I continue my sobbing and depression until eventually we miss each other and start talking. She didn't sleep with anyone, and began to find it attractive that I did but still wanted her. I moved back and we made things work for a bit, but she was beginning to spend time with her ex. This bothered me. It drove me mad. It violated my trust and my boundaries. Many times I made her choose, and she chose him. She said I was restricting her, but it was about my insecurity, my safety, respect. And then she left again. I saw them together in public. I was enraged. I was hounding her on the phone, yelling, screaming, dropped her stuff off on her front lawn. I cussed at her dad, began hurting myself and more. And we did the same a few more times, got back together until something with her ex happened. And I flipped out at her, she left again. Until the last time I couldn't cope with the loss, the betrayal. For weeks I kept reaching out to the point she threatened to get a restraining order. I wanted to die so badly. Instead, I chose the hospital and went to see my doctor. I got medicated, which helped. But still, I feel so much pain and betrayal. But I love her so much. We've done so many beautiful things together. I don't know who is to blame. She keeps going back to what I did with the hooker. But she left me. What she said was worse, so am I the asshole?